Hey guys! So everyone is doing fall looks, like warm tone eyeshadows, kind of like cinnamony brown lips and chocolate, and I just think of food, really. Fall is just around the corner. It's still gross and hot and humid outside, but I cannot wait any longer, and I love fall makeup. So I decided to just go ahead and give one of these fall looks a try. I tried to use a lot of like maroons and warm tones, and I tried to make it kind of look really soft and a little shimmery. When I think of fall and autumn, I think of the colors on my face. So if you want to know how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So I'm just going to start with my Stila color correcting primer, and this stuff took a while to grow on me, but now I kind of like can't imagine my life without it. It's like this weird lime green color with like pink and purple in it, and it color corrects your entire face. And it's just really smooth and hydrating, and I really like it a lot. So I'm now realizing that I need to pin my hair back because this is going to suck if I don't. So I just pinned my hair back, and I'm going to take my MAC water-based foundation, and I didn't really wear foundation until about 2 months ago. So I went to MAC, and a consultant helped me kind of like match this foundation to my skin, and I don't like really full coverage foundation. I kind of like the lighter ones that feel light on the skin and just like are more water-based and more liquidy. And this one actually matches my skin almost perfectly, so I'm obsessed with this foundation. I love it so much, and if I were to ever wear foundation like every day, I would probably wear this one. So I just use a beauty blender to blend that one out. So then I take my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and I don't know why I made that face, and I just kind of make a triangle underneath my eyes, and of course I'm like covered with like face volcanoes, so I have to cover those with concealer as well. And yeah, and then I just use my beauty blender to blend that out too. Freaking pimples. So my hair keeps falling out, and it's like kind of a bummer. But anyway, I'm using my Revlon Color Stay powder to kind of just set my face, and this is also something that I recently started doing. Setting my face with powder wasn't really something that I used to do, but I had this powder laying around, so I don't really know anything else. And then I'm taking my Painterly paint pot from MAC and priming my eyelids. This is my holy grail. It makes every eye look better, and I absolutely adore it. So I'm just gonna put that on my entire eyelid. It kind of like goes on as a cream but dries as a powder. So if you're wondering what that was about, I had to like refill my entire face because my camera just decided to die on me. So I'm using a ColourPop eyeshadow. I don't know what the shade is right now, but I just recently got it, and it's like this like dark maroony. It looked a lot more brown in the little canister. It's kind of more berry than I thought it would be, but this is my first time using a ColourPop shadow, and I love the formula. So I'm just applying that to my entire lid. And I'm also smoking out my bottom lash line with that same shade. And I just want this to be the base for the rest of my eyeshadow. So this is a bronzer and a blush that I got from MAC, but I'm actually going to use the bronzer shade as like a blending shade on my eye. And I just realized that I totally forgot to show you the shade, but I show you later on in the video when I use it on my face. So I'm just kind of using this to smoke out the edge of that maroon berry shade. And I think that it's like really orangey and warm and just looks really, really nice as like a blendy, smoky out color, I guess. And I think I'm also going to use that on the bottom lash line just to smoke out that line even further, because I already have the maroon there. So I'm using my Smashbox Full Exposure palette. It's got all these browns and golds, and I'm going to use this like fudge brown color and focus out on the outer crease just to give my eyes more dimension. I really like this color. It just kind of makes me hungry, like everything else in the world, because it reminds me of chocolate. And that just kind of makes me want the Tarte chocolate palette so badly. I just need to save up enough money for that palette because it's beautiful. So yeah, I'm just doing that to both of my eyes. And I'm taking this light, almost highlighter shade. It's like a gold, and I'm using that just on the center of my eyelid with my finger, just to kind of like pop the center of the eyelid and make it shimmery and give it more dimension. And you can still kind of see the red coming through, and I think that it just looks really, really pretty. And yeah, and I'm just taking a lighter shade of that shimmery gold and just kind of putting that on top to make it pop even more. I look satisfied with myself. So this is the Almay pencil liner in brown, and I usually use pencil liners for soft looks like this because they're a bit more forgiving. They're a bit less harsh lines, you know. So I just use this for my upper lid, my upper eyelash line, and that's that bronzer that I was telling you about earlier, the Zac Posen MAC bronzer, and I'm just using that to bronze up my face, kind of transform myself into like a pumpkin spice princess. This bronzer is beautiful. It also has like a shimmery blush, but I'm not going to be using it this time around. So I'm using this e.l.f. blush palette. I forgot to show you guys the cover of it, but it's just black, and it's super pigmented. The first time I wore it, I kind of looked like a clown, so you have to like blend it out a lot and like use a light hand, but I just used like the dark berry shade because it's a bit warmer, like apple cidery. And then I'm using my NYX brown eye crayon and just lining my waterline with that, and then I'm going to smoke it out because it's really soft and smudgy. So I'm just smoking it out with a flat angled brush. And of course I kind of made a mess on that eye, so I'm gonna probably go back and fix it. Yep, there I go. So then I'm taking that highlighter shade that I used on the center of my eye, and I'm just using my finger to highlight my cheekbones. I think it's pretty. It's not really a highlighter, but it does the job, you know, and I think it's gold and shimmery and it's nice. So just doing that to my cheekbones and probably my inner corners. Yeah, there we go. And my inner corners. And I'm also just pulling it out to the tops of my eyelids just to help that gradient look. And I'm using a matte shadow for underneath my brow bone, just because I feel like there's way too much shimmer on my eyelid for everything to be shimmery. And then I'm using my Benefit Gimme Brow in a light shade, and I didn't really used to do my brows, so that's just kind of new for me, so I just use one product on them. And then I have this really weird MAC eyeshadow that like bends when you twist the top, and it kind of looks like a banana. I think that the sales lady kind of conned me into buying this because I just wanted to buy the normal one, but she was like, they're the same price. So it's super weird, and it barely even looks like MAC, but it's a really, really good formula, and I actually have grown to love it. So yeah, and then I'm just setting my face before I do my lips, and I'm using my Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray. And then I just got this lip liner from Too Faced. It's like a really dark, pretty nude, and I'm really excited about it. It's really creamy and just really pigmented, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just using that lip liner. I'm not really sure what the shade is in right now, and I just remembered that I forgot to highlight my Cupid's bow, so I think that's why I was sad. Anyway, I have no idea what this lipstick is. I think it's Lancome, and it was kind of a hand-me-down from my mom, so I can't really tell you anything about it, but it's just like this dark, pretty nude, pinky shade, and I really like it. So I added a scarf just to make it more fall-like, but that's the look. Thank you guys. Love you so much. Bye.